So let's create a completely new project. I tend to use yeah, empty projects a lot because I think the best way to learn concept is to actually use it in a example. Observable object example, and yeah, let's just quickly next intro to binding. I think I'm going to toggle list models Swift UI tutorial, and I'm going to add a new folder called 07 and observable object. Okay, so observable object. Yeah, I think I got the name correct. Okay, so let's just create that and create that with the Git repository. You can unclick that if you think this is a pretty simple demonstration. Okay, so yeah, so we get a pretty simple skeleton framework here, and we got a content view, we got a content preview, and what I'm going to do is to add a dummy data source. Okay, so you can treat it as a sort of API that you're going to incorporate that into your app. So let's create that and name it the dummy API. Okay, so as the name suggests, this is just a dummy API, and I think I'm going to use this name a lot, so let's just copy that. And we got dummy API. We're going to use Swift UI, so import Swift UI and import combine. Okay, so let's write a new class called dummy API, and that will be our observable object. Okay, and what I'm going to do is to make that dummy API to update data constantly. So what I'm going to do is to generate a new say tick data. Okay, so maybe I'm going to call that data package. I spelled package correct. Let me just quickly check that, because English is not my first language, so that I might get a spelling wrong. So I try my best to make every spelling correct, because I don't want to mislead you guys. Okay, so data package. Okay, and what I'm going to do is to update that data package. So if you transferring the data over the internet, will be chopped into a package by package, and the package can be a lot of chunk of and let's just count this package, and let's just say that it's integer, and starting from 0. Programmer always start from 0. Initialize it, and what I'm going to do is to use the timer to update it. So timer dot and schedule timer and repeat. Let's just use that time interval with interval and time interval 1.0 will be time interval, so just 1 second, and I'm going to repeat that. It will be a boolean, let's just say true. I'm going to repeat that block, and let's just get rid of all that. And what I'm going to do is to manually increase this, so the timer in our self dots, and I'm going to grab this data package and to count this package. So every time 1 second passed, I'm going to receive one more. Maybe just maybe not so fast, maybe just 3 seconds, I think. Okay, so 3 seconds I'm going to add a new package. So 3 seconds I'm going to receive that package. Okay, so this is just a dummy API that I'm going to use it as a constantly updating data source, and I'm going to use that to update this content view here. So before you learn the concept of observable objects, you might write some code like this. Let me show you, and then you will see why it won't work, and you just need to add a sort of a magical wrapper, and everything will be fine. So let's get started. We get inside of that struct. Let's just declare a var, and remember we got this dummy API. So let's just say dummy API. API. Okay. So the dummy API, remember not capitalized, will be our dummy API. Okay. So once I got hold of the dummy API, I can say that the dummy API will give you a certain a certain number of data packages. Okay, so let's just count that number of data packages. Maybe here. Okay, and let's add some image just to make things even interesting. Okay, so system name would be, and let's add something interesting. All right, add the networking. Where's networking? Let's just search network. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Network. Okay, I got this network. So I get an image here, and let's just make it large. Yeah, it'll be pretty large. Yeah, and the text will be we are receiving the data packages. Okay, and yeah. And how many packages that you have received? Let me just give it to you. So self dot, and we got our dummy API. We got inside the data packages, and we can just show that. Okay. So yeah, you would do something like this, right? And yeah, first let's just run that, and you can see. We got a problem. Okay, so let's just run that. Build successful, and you can see we successfully get the internet image. We're receiving the data packages and starting at 0, but the data packages never actually increase. But why is that? It should increase because we got a timer here, and it should have a 3 times. 3 seconds interval, and the data package will be received and by 1 until increase by 1. Okay, the only thing that it does not increase is that you need to publish that. So this content view will receive it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to publish it. Okay, and the keyword is not publish, but published. Okay, so just yeah, it's sort of fancy keywords. And remember, let's go back to content view. You publish that, and I'm going to receive that. Okay, so this is just not a simple var, but rather it should be a observable object. So let's type it the object. Observed objects. Yeah, so yeah, you got an idea. So essentially this is the way to publish that, and we can transfer that data to the content view, and I'm going to update this dummy API variable constantly. So you can just refresh it here, and of course you can build it around that in actual app. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, we got another package received. 2, 3, 2 packages received, and 4 packages received. Okay, so you can yeah, you can see that we are receiving packages. Let me make this font a little bit. Let's make it title. I think that would be pretty big. Receiving data packages, and you can see that as long as the data source updates and we the interface got updated, and this is pretty good. You imagine that it's not the data packages, but rather some ticker data, and you can see the actual stocks data that you can plot a graph, and sort of a candlestick graph that you can provide that sort of information to the user, maybe some cryptos data or something like that. Yeah, you can do whatever you like as long as you master this sort of technology. Okay, that's the basic instruction and application of observable objects and published. Okay, so yeah, and don't just close this video. I have a favor to ask you. I'm trying to apply for YouTube partner program, so it really helped me a lot if you subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumb up. Thank you so much for your support.